Balancing Act. Understanding government secrecy and transparency issues. Explore how government secrecy, classified information, and transparency regulations shape trust, security, and accountability in public affairs. Why government secrecy and transparency are always tangled up. You ever wonder why it feels like the government's hiding way more than it's letting on? Like you hear about these big political scandals or secret operations, and you start asking yourself, how much do they really withhold? Today, I want to chat about government secrecy and transparency regulations, why they exist, how they work, and why it's such a tricky balance to strike. First off, government secrecy isn't just about cover-ups or shady conspiracies, although sure, sometimes it can look that way. The government uses secrecy to protect sensitive information that could impact national security, diplomacy, or even public safety. This is often called government classified information. Think about military plans, intelligence data, or cybersecurity protocols. If those got leaked, it might put lives at risk or give adversaries a serious advantage. On the flip side, there's an undeniable need for transparency. Citizens have a right to know what decisions are being made, how taxpayer money is spent, and whether policies actually serve the public interest. But here's where the tension lies. Too much openness can compromise security, but too much secrecy can erode trust. Now many countries, including the US, have regulations trying to manage this balance. Laws like the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, in America require the government to disclose certain records upon request, promoting openness. Still, government document secrecy and government confidentiality laws give agencies the right to withhold some information. This tapping into government information secrecy and classified information usually follows strict guidelines. It's not just about hiding stuff for no reason. However, critics say these rules sometimes shield government secret policies or decisions that should be publicly debated. Think about controversial surveillance programs that only come to light years later. These transparency issues provoke heated discussions about accountability. One fascinating aspect is how the digital age has complicated things. On the one hand, the internet and modern technology make it easier to share information quickly and widely. But on the other hand, it also creates new vulnerabilities. Sensitive data can be hacked or leaked by whistleblowers, and governments have beefed up their secrecy frameworks accordingly. And speaking of secrecy and government manipulation, if you're into thrilling reads that fictionalize these themes, I recently came across a book called Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit. It creatively explores paranoia and hidden agendas, wrapping it all in an intense storyline that'll keep you hooked. If you love stories that blend government intrigue with a psychological twist, definitely check it out. You can buy now in ebook, print, or audio format to suit your reading style and explore those shadowy corridors of power through a gripping fictional adventure. In the end, the whole conversation about government secrecy and transparency boils down to trust, and how much we expect our governments to be open versus secure. Being informed helps us ask the right questions and push for policies that protect both security and democracy.